Okay, today I am going to start attempting to make my own waste oil burner. I got this tank here and it's a 40-gallon. My only issue is that this stupid thing that goes the pipe all the way down. That's my only issue. Other than that, everything else looks really good. I also have the base here, which is awesome. It has this 3 legs and it sits right on top of it, so I can raise that off the ground. I'm planning to put the door over here somewhere because that's where my feeding tube's gonna go in from the side there, and then all these holes right here up here where the inlet and the outlet from the original, I have to plug that up. Same thing with the side here. I guess that's the plug that they use to plug in with, but other than that, there's nothing else on there at all. I'm going to show you the drawings. I'm going to go inside a little bit because it's kind of windy out. And here's my drawing. Okay. Sorry, the camera's a little shaky, but this is just a start. And this is the plan. That's my access door, and this isn't gonna, I'm gonna use air pump instead. A lot of people using like air dryer and blow dryer and things like that. I think I'm gonna use an air pump, a small silent air pump, and this is gonna go through here. This is my outlet to support that, and also too, it's gonna be, there's gonna be a 12-volt solenoid as well here. This is actually a safety thing because from the bucket I'm gonna have just a switch. I'm gonna make this as simple as I can, an open valve, and it's gonna drip through here. The solenoid would be closed, and it's gonna detect the heat. So there's gonna be a snap disc right here. It detects the heat. Once the heat gets to a certain temperature, it's going to open this. So I'm going to make a little temperature gauge. I might put it over here instead because I need it to detect it really soon. There's an opening there. I might just use that to wire it to go through here instead of up here, because then I'll have wire hanging all over the place. Like I stated before, the stupid pipe here, which is going to be my chimney, that's the only thing I don't like, but it's actually a good thing because I don't have to weld anything. I just have to cut this, but reaching up there to cut that at about 12 inches down, it's going to be hard for me. I might move this door up a little bit so I can go up there with a saw and with a grinder and just grind the hell out of it and get that piece out. I don't care how it's going to look because it doesn't matter. I've seen the burning chamber with a lot of people, and I think the fluted pan that they make cake out of, I think that would be my best thing, because then I can just a lot of people actually drip it from up here downward, which I did not like. So I'm gonna have mine going through from the side, and the plug is already here already. There's a plug that opens, so I don't have to drill anything, and I'm just gonna feed it right through here, plus the air going through here, so everything will be sealed. I don't want anything to be leaking, so sealing would be my only thing, and this would be the only opening, the only access door, because I want to take this out so that way I can clean it and then put a new one back. So I'm gonna have 2, so that way I can have a cleaning one, and then the other one's gonna be inside burning as it goes. But other than that, pretty simple. I'm gonna keep this as simple as I can, less stuff as I can. The only thing is my air pump, which is gonna use the fish tank air pump. I'm gonna try that first and see how that goes. If it's not enough, then I'll break this, and then I'm going to put another connection in and maybe a bigger flow. But I'm going to try a small air pump first, I believe it's 45 psi, I think, on those, which is pretty big. My air pump is pretty big, but that's what I'm going to do. My most feature is going to be a safety solenoid here. That's a safety to safety stop for the solenoid. If there's no fire, because this thing will always be on. That means it's always on. If once I flip the switch, this will turns on. But if it gets too hot, like if it goes over like 150 Celsius, 150 degrees Celsius, then this will automatically shut off. So that way it's gonna go on and off, on and off. My only issue is that the fuel. So my safety is that's gonna be a normally closed solenoid. That is just going to be done for safety. That's it. So that means if it doesn't detect heat, it's going to automatically shut off the thing here. It doesn't detect heat. I'm sorry, it detects heat too high. It's going to automatically shut off the solenoid right there. So my safety was my only concern on this build here. Other than that, you can see it's pretty much nice and simple. Also too, I'm gonna build something around here so I can put a gasket onto the door, so that way the door will be just big enough for me to get this out to clean. That's it. I am not accessing anything else. I don't know how I'm gonna get this pipe. The pipe continues all the way down through here because that's where the burning chamber used to be down here, and it heats that up, and then it heats the pipe, and that's how the water got heated. Anyway, I'm gonna cut that out down to here, and I'm gonna seal that, and then I'm just gonna put this burner, the fluted pan, cake pan, right on top of that, so that way everything is sealed. So in case something happened, all those things are sealed. Anyway, and you can probably burn off straight from that too, but I want something to clean, so that's what I want to do that. So that's where it's gonna come in. And I'm going to drill a hole through here, and I'm going to feed a tube through here, so that way it's going to be like a vortex of air circulating through before it actually burns. So that way you can control it. Anyway, sorry, it's kind of windy today. But yes, I did this drawing by myself. I did it on the computer. I just took a bunch of stuff and I put it on, and I just designed it. I know I'm pretty skillful. A lot of things, I can do a lot of things, just not skillful enough to keep all my money that I'm making. But anyway, this here is pretty simple. From here, there's actually that top that I showed you. It's pretty easy, because then I just connect my I believe those are 3-inch pipes right through the chimney. So it's gonna go all the way out to the chimney, and there's gonna be a heat conductor there, and I'm gonna put few fans, probably 2 behind here, so that way it'll get all the heat to blow around. And also those gonna have a thermal disc as well, so that way it turns on automatically. Once it reaches a certain temperature, it'll turn on automatically. But other than that, that's about it on this one. This is just my plan, and I am going to make it this week. So I'm gonna upload the next week. I'm gonna upload the build, I guess. I don't know if I'm gonna keep making the videos of making the build, because this is pretty simple. I'm just gonna cut a hole through here, basically. The other hole's already pre-drilled from the heater, from the concept itself, from the water heat itself, so I didn't have to do those. The only thing I have to do is piping this all the way up here, and then put a see-through thing so I can see that my drip is dripping through. From that, it's going to pipe into a solenoid, which shuts off it's always off. Only when I turn on the switch it's going to turn on, but the switch is going to stop that, because the switch is going to be around here somewhere. The switch is going to stop this. It's going to come after this, because this switch is always on. it won't shut off until it reaches 150 Celsius, which is like 300 something degree, I think, somewhere there. So I'm gonna this might be moving around a little bit because I wanted to see. I'm gonna experiment a little bit, but that's not I mean, that's not a final location. It's probably gonna be up here if it has to be, because like I said, it's the heat. It's dependent on the temperature. But that is my only main concern on this build, because safety got to go first, and everybody else think that's the way to go. Anyway, so that's about it, and I guess I am going to see you in the next video.